Welcome to the No Filter Zone.
I think the fact that we don't have voter ID in places like California is extremely unusual in democracies across the globe. There's maybe like 2 or 3 democracies in the world that don't have it. This is just kind of like a standard administrative requirement in a well-functioning democracy. So I think we should just have it. We should get this over. We should move on with our lives. It shouldn't be a big controversial issue.
Excuse me for being so ignorant, asking last question. This is definitely my last question. What do you mean you don't have voter ID in California? Could you please elaborate specifically on that for my audience that may not know?
Yeah, California does not have voter ID. You don't need to present it to register. You don't need to present it to vote. As a matter of fact, the state passed a law forbidding voter ID. So cities, counties, if they want voter ID, they're not allowed to under state law.
What? When did that happen?
A couple years ago.
Hold on. I'm sorry, fam. Stephen A. Stephen. All right. That's hilarious. Look at Stephen A. Smith. Look at his face. Look at his eyes. Stephen A. He can't believe the shit he's hearing. This is epic right here, fam. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense at all. You mean to tell me we got black people that have been fooled into thinking this the killer. This the killer. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna play it, but I gotta say this. All right, we have black people that vote Democrat all the time. Like, they believe the issue is they don't want black people to be disenfranchised. Dr. Nellie Fuller used to say, until you understand white supremacy, everything that you learn or see will only confuse you. Something like that. Until you understand the Democratic Party, everything that you like, that you hear and see will only confuse you. We got black people that don't understand Democrats just use your blackness to get a cheat code. That's how they was able to do the finisher moves in the Mortal Kombat. It's not because they care about you. Fam, voter IDs, no voter ID, that's not for you. They just use your name because they can't use undocumented people's names. Damn it. Hold on. I gotta switch mics. Is that mic on? Listen. Black America, I need you to understand this. All right? They don't give a shit about you. The whole don't need an ID in California, they say you can't even ask for an ID, it's against the law. You will go to jail demanding ID at a voting place in California. Why? It's not because black people. Democrats are using black people in order to make sure undocumented people can vote. You understand? Does that make sense? That's the whole purpose. You are not the one. You're not the chosen one. Golden child, you're not the chosen one. The chosen one are the undocumented people. Don't you get it? That's why Biden let in 300,000 of them a month. That's why Crockett lost her race pandering to them. She just didn't have money to run ads to them. Do you understand? You think it's to help us. Oh, we don't want black people being disenfranchised. Because the democratic system only works if they bring in undocumented immigrants or new immigrants. That's the only way it works. You have been hoodwinked. You have been fooled. You have been used. Your pain, your suffering, your trauma has been used to help another group get to the promised land. And meanwhile, you are the mule for it. You are the donkey they ride on, the jackass that they ride on. Do you understand? You say, I'm the sellout. No, I'm trying to get you the hell out. Why else would it be against the law to ask for ID? I mean, for real, I got black people. I have black Americans who really don't understand this. They really think in 2026, we got black people building apps and mastering investment strategies and creating multi-million-dollar companies and using all types of computer programming languages, writing amazing stories and telling amazing truths about society and the ability to use their creativity, their mastery, their talent to do so many amazing things. You don't think they have an ID? That's what you think? It started off about us. It ain't been about us in 30 years. It hasn't been about our black ass in 30 years. You have to, they just keep using it because we're the ones with the currency. We're the ones with the collateral. We're the ones with the credibility. You can't say, well, we got to keep this voting rights thing. We got to make sure everybody can vote and they don't need ID because of Latinos, because you'll be like, what? All Latinos should have ID. They don't have a reason. No one is discriminating against them being able to vote. What are you talking about? Well, the undocumented ones, they are. Undocumented people. They're the ones this is about. Let's keep going. Stephen A., thank you, brother, for this. See, they love trashing Stephen A., but they will not. So many folks trash Stephen A. because they don't like his politics. But when he points out a vital point, they skip over it. But see, I'm a D.L. Hughley destroyer. Yeah, I'm a D.L. Hughley destroyer. So when D.L. makes a video about this, he might. I dare him. When he talks about this, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna knock him out the box.
My last question. What do you mean you don't have voter ID in California? Could you please elaborate specifically on that for my audience that may not know?
Yeah, California does not have voter ID. You don't need to present it to register. You don't need to present it to vote. As a matter of fact, the state passed a law forbidding voter ID. So cities, counties, if they want
forbidding
ID, they're not allowed to under state law.
What? When did that happen?
A couple of years ago, because I think it was Orange County, they wanted to have their own requirements, so the state passed a law saying, nope, you're not allowed to. Voter ID is not only not required, it is actively forbidden.
Well, that's what it is there right there. That's why the SAVE Act been proposed. Right there, the state of California. That's what the Republicans going to lean on as an excuse to definitely push forth the SAVE Act. Right there, right there. I can't believe it. I didn't even know that, sir. I'm embarrassed to admit.
There's a lot of crazy things going on in California, but I think, you are seeing a return to sanity in some ways. And I see it, Democrats, Republicans, and independents in California who are saying, we need to do some things differently in this state.
By the way, last thing, that no voter eligibility required. That's Gavin Newsom. Last 2 years, that was Gavin Newsom.
Correct. Well, so there's the law saying that a locality cannot have its own voter ID requirement. That was Newsom.
There you go. That was Newsom. That's all I needed to know. Thank you, sir. Representative Kevin Colley right here with Stephen A. Really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Good luck moving forward. Know that you're always welcome to come back here anytime, sir. Anytime.
Thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. One and only Representative Colley right here with Stephen A. Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Sirius XM POTUS Radio, channel 124. I can't believe that last part. I thought every state, it's far be it for me. I thought every state just showed an ID. But little did I know. Lord have mercy. You can't make this up. It's not lost on me that the Democrats just want votes from anybody they can get it from. And they don't mind letting some illegals vote either. And that's inexcusable.
Yeah, it is inexcusable, fam. Yeah. Now, what's crazy about it, even when given this information, there will be people that make excuses about it. They will. They'll come up with something, and that's when cognitive dissonance kicks in. See, the cognitive dissonance is your inability to hold two opposing views in your head. Like, it don't make sense that people don't have to show ID to vote. And it really don't make sense to make it against the law to even ask people to show ID. And it would You got common sense, because that would be, well, obviously there are people that they want to vote that don't have ID. Pretty simple. But see, then if you put that together, if you accept those realities, then you also have to accept that maybe there's a reason why they brought in all these people. Maybe there's a reason why Joe Biden had that open border situation. Maybe there's a reason why 20, 30 million people came in under Joe Biden's term. Maybe that would be a reason why. But see, then you would have to say that might give you reasons to not want to be a Democrat. If then that takes us back to your friends might get mad at you, your family might ostracize you, you might lose your job, opportunities start drying up. You get what I'm saying? And so people don't even want to go down that road. So when they hear me point out something that's logical, it's simple, it makes sense. It ain't hateful. It's not saying anything bad about undocumented people. But that's how they'll frame it. They'll say to even bring this up, it's xenophobic. You're a white supremacist, Tim, for even bringing this up, to making it an issue, for telling you the truth. But see, this is what I think. If you're going to truly support Black Americans, you have to stand on business. And supporting Black Americans' interest, if that's what you say you're going to do, see, it's not enough to just say you Black. Shit, this table's Black. This jacket's Black. But no, do you support Black American issues? Are you willing to make that a priority? It doesn't mean you don't love other people. It doesn't mean you got to be anti-Latino or Nigerian or white or Asian. It's to say you are supporting Black Americans, you're prioritizing Black Americans. See, these people are not doing that. They try to act like they're doing it by playing Frankie Beverly and Mays records. They try to do it in things that don't really help Black people. Like, Kamala Harris famously said her number one rapper is Tupac. Like when she was in college, even though he was already deceased, or his album hadn't come out, it was something crazy. It didn't make sense. But see, we allow them to use cultural references to Blackness and make that mean that they're supporting us, when all it is words. But when it comes down to deeds and policies, when it comes down to say, hey, does this hurt or help the Black community? If the answer is no, you can't support it. You don't get to go and say, but I grew up in Chicago. But I like Jay-Z. But I cook my greens like this. And until we can be mature enough in our voting, until we can snap out of the groupthink, until we have people that are bold, courageous, that's why I say all the time, we got to stay dangerous. Because until we're willing to do that, we ain't going to stand up to the groupthink and push the conversation forward to really get us in the right direction. And our time is running out. That's the saddest thing. Our time is running out. They done brought in a whole new group of voters to displace us, whose interests do not align with us. Believe me, if you came from El Salvador or Guatemala, Venezuela, you made that trip all the way to America, you ain't come over here to help Black people. You came over here to help yourself. And if Black people get in your way, that's on them. Because that's not your purpose of coming here. You ain't come here to be people of color. You came here to get your money right. So anyway, I don't know how many people are watching this show, but I sure hope you share it. Them shutting us down is not because I'm Black, it's because my politics is Black. The end.
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.